Good afternoon. Today I'll be fixing a Kitchenaide dishwasher. I've got it pulled out of the slot now and it's tipped over onto its side. I would have started the video early, but the kids are watching a movie and making lots of noise, so I finally have the place to myself so I can work quietly. Anyways, let's see. I've had a couple leaks on this. It's been leaking from the bottom of the door. I've been noticing leaks here. It's been kind of wrecking my laminate floor. I'm not sure why anybody would put laminate floor in a kitchen, but they did. But anyways, that leak's been going on for a while. And I also had another smaller leak from right here. This is where the water goes in. I've had to shut off the water and replace the gasket that goes there, but I've got water pressure to it now and nothing's leaking, so that's good. But my main leak, the worst one, was where the water really started coming out from, was this right here. I don't know if you can see this, but right on here, this had, here's the recirculation pump, and this hose where I've got that one clamp looks different. I've got these little factory clamps, but this had come completely off of the plastic tube here, so all the water in the dishwasher just drains straight out the bottom. So anyways, I've put some gasket maker on that, put this back on, and then put a proper hose clamp on it, so it looks a little different than the typical factory clamps. So anyways, with that done, I'm going to stand it back up and put it back into place. One important thing to remember when working on your dishwasher is to make sure you shut off the breaker first. I made sure I did that. Anyways, the dishwasher's back. It's mostly in its spot now. All I need to do is finish hooking up the wiring, and then I can get it all the way back in. Yeah, the person who originally put it in, they had lots of hose for this, so I don't have to disconnect the hoses, but they didn't leave enough wire for me to remove it all the way. So I need to basically put it in about this far, then lay down here on the floor and connect my wires. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then the next thing will be to get it the rest of the way in and then make sure it works. There, the wire's all connected, and now it's ready to go back in the hole. And I got the cover on and everything. I'm not sure why, but for the wiring, you need 3 different screwdrivers. A different one for each screw. Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I don't build these things, I just have to deal with them. There, now that this is back into the hole in the counter, I can adjust these feet here to bring it up to the right height. I noticed that on the bottom it's a hex head, I guess. Anyways, that's a 19 millimeters, and if you turn the top like I did, that was 3/16 that fit that. I'm not sure if all the dishwashers are the same, but that's basically how this one was. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this and bring this down and do that for both sides. And once that's done, then I can see about attaching the top, because there's 2 screws at the top, and then it should be in. And once that's done, then I'll turn the breaker back on and make sure it works without spewing water everywhere. There, I've got the feet adjusted, and I've put these 2 top screws back in. Now the next thing to do is to put my screen and internal bits back in, and then we'll see if this thing works. This dishwasher definitely looks a lot more disgusting than the other ones I've seen in other videos, but I don't know if I should win a trophy for that or what. But anyways, everything goes together like that. I need to replace this thing sometime, because I noticed it must have, I'm not sure how the hell that happened. It must have come into contact with the burner when something was loose in here. Yeah, it's kind of wobbly. I think this came off at one time. I don't think it was properly secured and came loose. And Yeah, that could have been a bad day. I guess it would have, I don't know if it would have caught fire on anything else in here, but anyways, I've got that done, so I'm going to turn the breaker on and see if I can run it and see if it leaks underneath. This should be interesting. Moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Oh, we got power. I hear something happening. Nope, no leaks yet. Don't see any water spewing out. So I'll just let it run for a little bit until see how the cycle goes, and if it goes all right, then I'll do the next thing, which is to replace the door seal. There, I'm back. Looks like the gasket maker stuff that I used on here didn't really work too well. Let's see, this stuff right here, yeah, that didn't hold it. Let's see my clamp. I should probably have that tighter. But I think the main thing is that this motor's kind of hanging off this connection, so that probably pulls it off, and once it starts pumping it, pretty much lasted one cycle, and that was about it. Let's see, here's the support for the motor is right here, or the pump, and it attaches to, there's a little piece back here somewhere. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. I need to make sure that that's in there. So I think I might, when I put it back together, I think what I'm going to do is use some JB weld on this to make sure that it's really good and on there. Because yeah, this other stuff didn't seem to do much at all. Maybe I'll let it cure before I really clamp up the clamp. And scuff this up a bit first, and then see if that holds, and then I'll make sure that I have this, maybe something holding this thing so it stays in there, so it's not dangling off, so it physically can't push itself off like it did last time. Anyways, I'll see if that works, but now this is a mess. I gotta clean up a lot of this water on the floor here. There, I've got this all back together with my JB weld. I guess the next thing to do is to figure out how I can tie this thing up to keep this this pump from basically pushing itself backwards, coming off here and taking the hose off. Because I don't know if I don't know how much secure or how secure my JB weld will be too. So, anyways, I've got some twine here, so I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can find something to tie that onto, and then I should be done, and I should be ready to test this out. But I think before I clamp it up and everything, I'll just give that JB weld some time to cure, so it doesn't all just get squished out like it did last time. No, I forgot to make a video of putting the string on that holds this pump motor in place. Anyways, you can see it there. It's yeah, it's kind of hard to find any place to tie anything onto under here. Let's see if I can get under here and take a look. Yeah, it kind of goes under there and attaches to something else, and there you see that. Anyways, that's the gist of it. So I'm going to finish putting it in here, attach the wire, and then I might wait a little bit before I run it, just to give the JB weld some time to cure. And then hopefully this thing works without spewing water everywhere all over my floor again. There, my dishwasher isn't leaking from underneath anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the door seal, because that's the last place where it's leaking from. The video I saw said to soak the new gasket in warm water to get it soft. It didn't show how to which part goes inside or outside, but anyways, I'll take a look at that. That's what the cross section looks like. So I think this part is the part that goes inside the groove. If I look at this, let's see here, yeah, it looks like that. So this part's on the inside, and that goes in there like that. So I guess the first thing to do would be just to tear this old one out. It comes out pretty easily, just like that. And then maybe what I'll do is clean up a little bit and then start the new one. There, let's see, start in the middle with the seal. Let's see if I can get there. I don't know if you can see that. And just work it into the groove like that. Let's see, make sure it's all the way in. I don't know if I've got it all the way in. Anyways, that's how you put the seal in. Make sure that I have enough length still on either end. There we go. Oh, shoot, that is a little too short there. Not sure if I should start over or should I just stretch this down a bit. Anyways, we'll see. There, the seal's in. I guess the next thing to do would be to leave the dishwasher door closed and locked for overnight, just for the seal to set in, and then I will try it tomorrow and see if I have any leaks anywhere. But yeah, I think it should be in pretty good now. All right, we'll see how this works. Well, the cups look empty. Nothing in here. Towel's dry. Let's see if I see anything underneath. Oh, okay, I see something dripping. I don't know what that is. Well, I thought I almost had it fixed. Well, maybe I can put just a tray underneath there, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Well, I'll call this almost success.